I just love gnomes. I think they are so stinking cute and can be used year round in your home. Today I will be showing you 2 different ways you can create these easy gnomes. This easy gnome DIY will have you making these cute little decor pieces for every room of your home. And now let's get started with the first easy gnome DIY. What you're going to need is some type of fabric. I'm using an old shirt, a mop, and I just took this mop head off of a mop from Dollar Tree, ping pong ball from Dollar Tree, got a black sock, and I picked up some of these red kidney beans from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use this hazelnut Waverly chalk paint for the nose. So let's go ahead and paint the nose so it can be drying. And I'm going to set that to the side. Okay, the next thing we want to do is get our kidney beans, and we're going to put them in the sock, in this black sock. Now I'm going to make a hole here. I may have to actually cut off some of this sock. A little bit too long. And now I'm going to hot glue this with a hole in it because I want to be able to hot glue the mop head down into the sock like so. So I'm just going to fill this up with a lot of hot glue. Take my mop head and hold it down in there. Now I'm just going to take the hot glue gun. I'm just going to go around the edge because I really don't want the head to fall off. Okay, so hopefully that will hold it. And now what I'm going to do is just cut it down the middle. Maybe not. I may just do this. That should fit fine. So I'm just going to start down here and just cut up at an angle. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am actually going to iron like this to give it a seam for me to put my hot glue in. Let me start here and iron this down. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. So we'll start down here at the bottom of the little hat. Put some hot glue. And then we're just going to run the hot glue all the way up. Okay, and now we're just going to turn our little hat in right side out. Then we're going to take our little hat, put it down over our gnome. So we're going to just stick the head on there like this. Then Now it's time to glue on our nose, but we need a second layer of paint. So you go ahead and do that. And I'm going to sit it back down in here and let it dry. Just take some of the paint off. Dab that. And give that just a minute to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little pom-pom from Dollar Tree and I'm just going to hot glue it onto the little hat, the little gnome's hat. See, isn't that cute? And here's our first little gnome with his cute little pom-pom on his hat. I hope you enjoyed the first gnome. The second gnome is even easier to make. I took a pair of slippers that I got from Dollar Tree and turned them inside out. I wanted to use the furry side for the gnome. Then I stuck the beer bottle into the slipper and I used my Monvic glue gun to secure the slipper to the bottle. I cut the slipper from the bottom of the bottle so it would be able to sit flat without leaning. And I added glue to the bottom to secure the little bit of fluff that was around the edge. I took a large wood bead and placed it at the middle rim of the bottle. This is going to be my gnome's, this will be his nose. After many failed attempts of creating the hat, I finally figured it out. I used a buffalo check dog bandana I also got from Dollar Tree. I wrapped it around the top portion of the bottle and then cut it down to the size I needed. I turned the bandana inside out and glued it down the seams. After letting the hot glue cool for a minute, I turned the bandana right side out and started messing with it. I put it back on the bottle just to make sure it was going to fit the way I wanted it to, and it did. I decided to put a white pom-pom at the end of the hat to give my gnome a Santa vibe. Before attaching the hat, I had to remove the nose that I had glued down earlier without thinking. That's why you see a hole in the white fur. I began cutting down some gray yarn for his beard. I probably cut about 25 to 30 pieces of yarn. I glued the yarn down around the nose and face area. This took quite a while to finish since I was gluing each piece of yarn individually. Now it's time to add the nose and the hat. I put the hat on first and let the ends of the yarn stick out from under the hat. I then glued the nose at the top middle of the face. As you can see, this gave my little gnome a mustache and beard look. I thought that was cute. I haven't really seen any gnomes with a mustache before. He needed a bit of a trim, so I trimmed the beard around the bottom. I found a couple of places that needed extra yarn, so I went ahead and added that also. I continued to trim his beard until I was happy with the way he looked. And this is how he turned out. I continued messing with his hat until it was just right. These gnomes are just so stinking cute and so easy to make. If you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I am uploading new videos every week, and you know you don't want to miss out on any of them. So go ahead and hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload a new video. Merry Christmas! And as always, thanks for watching.